In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, one true God, from ages unto ages of ages. Amen. I'm Philip Kuruvilla, a priest of the Indian Orthodox Church and the one who created the Camp for Orthodox Leadership Training. It started in 1989 as the Orthodox Christian Heritage Tour. And over the last 32 years, it's been going on and bringing into positions of leadership young men and women, not just in India, but all over. So COLT has a vision, and I'll tell you what the vision is. Firstly, to encourage youngsters born and brought up outside Kerala to understand and better appreciate their Holy Mother Church, its teachings, its history. Secondly, to motivate them to leadership in the Christian way. And thirdly, to equip them for a dynamic, Christ-centered, spirit-filled life in the midst of 21st century challenges. That's COLT, okay? Now we're going to move into TEEN COLT. TEEN COLT has got a little bit of difference because COLT was a 7-day program in which the first 3 days we stay in Old Seminary, and on the 4th day, for the remaining 4 days, we travel all over Kerala. Old churches, monasteries, convents, beautiful parts of our church's heritage. But mix it with fun, because we go to beaches, we go to where the Guruvayur elephants are, and we have fun. So that's COLT, but COLT has got a difference. The magic when young people get together, and I'm using that word, the magic when young people get together, and that touched with a touch of spirituality. There's nothing that can touch it. TEEN COLT 22 is different. Firstly, its focus is on mature adolescents and young adults aged between 15 and 82. And I must say, I'm sorry, no one less than 15 or older than 18 is allowed to be there. That's part of the game, okay? Secondly, the program is from the 14th to 16th of July, and it will be held in St. Basilios Dera or monastery in Nyalaguri, just outside of Kottayam. Now, this is a monastery. It's not a 5-star hotel. We stay there and we soak in the atmosphere of that monastery, and whatever we do is in the concept that we are in the presence of God. Having said that, I also say that being there will inspire us to a better and, I dare say, a more holy lifestyle. Now let me talk about some important points and items that matter. About your stay at TEEN COLT. The stay will be in about 16 rooms with attached toilets. We expect 3 and maybe even 4 people in a room, and some of you might have to sleep on a mattress. Now that might be a new experience for some of you. Food, now very important, I agree with you. So we'll have really mouth-watering menu for you. Okay, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and some tea and snacks in between morning and afternoon. So foodies, welcome, you will be well looked after. But please remember, it's not a hotel where you order or you press a bell and something comes. So we'll expect you to eat in a buffet style, and we might even ask you to rinse your plates at the end of food. Again, possibly a new experience for some of you. Travel. Now there's a bit of travel. We will be going out of the premises to visit certain things, what we call like a heritage tour. So there we get into a bus to take us to these places, and the places we plan to go to are Pudupalli, which is dedicated to St. George. We call him the martyr, Givargi Sahada, but what you need to know is he killed a lot of dragons. And if there are dragons in your life, that's where you and I need to go. Then we go to Devalogam, the name given to where His Holiness the Catholicos resides and is the headquarters of our church. Then we also go to the Old Seminary. The Old Seminary is the oldest seminary, non-Catholic seminary in India, and is almost 220 years old. And we will not only go touring around there, we will also take part in the evening prayer with the deacons and the students, and that is an amazing experience. Except that some of you might not have ever experienced something like that before. We're also going to walk. We're going to walk along the river, Meenachil River, and go to two old churches, Villeballi and Chereballi. And we might even see the MGOCSM headquarters, getting you all out of the classroom mode, what I call walking through history. During the day, there will be sessions. I don't call them classes. There will be sessions by people who are the best in their field. You understand them, just look at the program. You can ask questions, clear your doubts. Metropolitan His Grace Dr. Johanan Mor Militius, Father Dr. O. Thomas, Father Dr. Reggie Matthews, Father Dr. Bijesh Philip. Now, this is a galaxy of teaching people, and they have been part of COLT for decades. My wife Bibi and I will also be with you 24/7. Now, here are some specific questions by parents. Will there be insects? Definitely. It's Kerala, it's India, what do you expect? Mosquitoes? Possibly. But, I suggest you bring some mosquito repellent, otherwise we'll get it for you. This is part of life, part of India, part of God's own country. Then about the rooms. No AC, but they will have fans. Now, this is about your health. If you have any pre-existing issues, please let us know beforehand. And also if you have allergies, let us know. Bring your medicine, okay, and take your medicine. The good news is for parents who are worried, Parat Ashutri, Parat Hospital is less than 15 minutes away. So in case we need to take anybody, the hospital is right there next to us. A very important question. Mobile phones. Will my beloved child be allowed to have a mobile phone? Yes, of course. But just like in school, there are times you can use it, times not. So yes, mobile phones, yes. Then some parents who are overly worried about their children, or I secretly believe in their hearts they would like to become children again, they say, can I join the program? And I say with a heavy heart, we love you, but we can't allow you to come to this program. Yes, come for the inauguration, come for the closing valedictory. Take a look at the program, you're welcome. On both these days, you're invited to the inauguration and the closing valedictory. And if you will stay with us and have lunch, you can pay and have lunch with us, please. But during the sessions, during these 2.5 days, sorry. I won't go to explain that. You may have understood it already, but we believe your children will develop better in your absence. And your absence from them for 2 nights and 3 days is not really going to be that much worrisome. Ask about age. I have chosen 15 to 18 for a specific reason. Below 15, I believe, brings in a maturity level slightly less than what we need to make COLT work. COLT is not just a program. It is them taking home something. And we believe a certain amount of maturity is required. And that's why. But we will make one exception. If someone is, say, 3 months less than 15 or 3 months more than 18, okay, that's fine. We can accept you. But otherwise, I'm sorry. The other question people ask is, if a brother and sister join, and if one of them is below 15 or one is over 18, can a brother and sister join where one brother or one sister is not between 15 and 18? Sorry, not allowed. The next question is, if 2 children from the same family come, 2 children from the same family, do they pay less? That's the question. And the answer is yes. We will have some kind of a concession for you, but you register, and when you tell us these are 2 brother and sister or whatever it is, we will intimate you of that slight difference. But I want you to remember something. When someone eats from a plate of food, someone sleeps in a bed, someone takes a seat in a bus, we have to pay for these. We can't say these are brother and sister and therefore. I'm just explaining why just having a brother and sister doesn't automatically mean less. We need to pay these things, regardless of whether they are siblings. Then some questions come. We live very close by, 15 minutes away. Can we take our children away at the end of the day and bring them back in the morning? Sorry, our program will be disrupted. There will be by such comings and goings. I don't need to tell you. We want them in from day 1 till day 3 so that we can mold them. Going home, I don't have to tell you. If they go home, possibly your children lose the flavor they've picked up in the day. We have to remake that. But as if they stay there, it will stay with them. So no one goes anywhere. Everybody stays from the beginning to the end. Then about the costs. This is the first time I'm doing it in so many years, Teen Colt, at this time. So I'm hoping to calculate right. We have to pay for your rooms. We have to pay for the auditorium, which will be air conditioned. We're paying professionals to bring food to us. We're hiring a bus for the tour. We're having top resource people, and we've got organizing the whole program. So the fee is clear, but we are giving you one advantage. If you book early, it's slightly less, and if you book later, it's more. And if there's still seats left, you book very late, it's even more. But I'm warning you, don't say I didn't tell you. We're expecting to take a limit of 50 people. And this is all over Gulf, because this is an international program. People from all over the Gulf who are coming to Kerala at that time, their children will do. So you better get down and make your bookings as fast as possible. Otherwise we'll say, sorry, it's too late. Having said all this, if it doesn't sound like it suits you, I'm sorry. Please stay away. We don't want you to be unhappy. Colt has got a specific aim to take your children and make something out of them. And this is the way, with our experience, we're going about it. Look, I'm inviting you to an international Orthodox youth camp, but there's only 50 seats. So, pay, get registered as quickly as possible. I want to give you a take-home message, okay? So that this is to parents and children. In closing, this is not a picnic. It's not a summer camp. It's not an NCC camp. It's a spiritual camp with a difference. We will take your children and help them to find their best potential. We'll teach them how to choose right from wrong in their daily lives. And for this, really, we need 7 days. But I've been told that's too long. Take it for 2.5. So I'm doing this as an experiment so that next Teen Colt, the people who come here will remember it so much and so well. They'll say, we want to do it again and we want more time. I'll end with the motto of Colt. Colt's motto says, this camp can change your life. Prepare for this, pray for it. I'll end by giving you my email ID and my phone number to contact me. Email ID is frpkuruvilla@hotmail.com. And my phone number is India code +91 and my number 9823152313. May God bless us all. We'll see some of you in July at Teen Colt 2022.